So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything started. My name is Talisha, better known as your girl, Ty Creations, the entrepreneur creator, calling in from the streets of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this morning, I am grateful for my love. Mm. And my affirmation is I see abundance, I hear abundance, I feel abundance, I speak abundantly. Abundance is mine. All right. So, I'm on the fence. I need help with this because, like, I think I shared these two prematurely. And I don't know if it is a thing that you could block your blessings or by telling too many people. But then also, um, I'm learning to be more open on social media. So of course, like one thing I realized I'm not gonna do is put like my I want to put my receipts out there, but then I don't want to put my receipts out there because so it's like, do I tell my business or not to tell my business? So I'm so on the fence. So I want to know how everyone feel about this because I'm on the fence. I can't decide which way to go. But I love to hear. So good morning, Nadia. Can you please tell us where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
Good morning, leaders. My name is Nadir Nasheed. I'm calling from the DMV. My gratitude is for being blessed enough to wake up this morning, being able to get on this call because I was actually hanging out this weekend with my wife and some friends, and I recognized that I don't think I had anything in common with them individuals anymore at that time because the conversation just did not appeal to me. So definitely grat- um I'm definitely gratified that we able to get on this call on this Monday morning. My affirmation is I have a newfound respect for the position that I hold. I have no sense of entitlement in terms of where I'm going. I just have a high level of respect for myself than what the next individual can imagine. I attempt to earn it daily. That's just my mentality. It's not worth the argument that you may get into with anyone who thinks their opinion of you is who you are. Stay focused, maintain your peace, and great things will happen in stages. In reference to tell or not to tell, Ty, um, I guess that depends on who you talking to, because um, who's in your corner, who's not, who needs to know your information, who don't, and all information ain't for everybody. So you express that to those that are gonna help you build, uplift, connect, those things that are important to you and your business. And I'm speaking for myself as well. Putting your receipts out there for everybody to see, I don't think that's a good idea because you're a young woman and the wolves are always lurking. So be careful about what you put out there. And I yield my mic.
Thank you. And that's what that's where I'm at. But then it's like, even with you thinking people for you, even when it's like sometimes people you think is for you is not really for you. So I'm learning that as well. So it's like, but thank you. Yes, yes. So I appreciate that, and yeah, I'm definitely not putting my receipts out there. I'm not gonna do it because I know that much. But thank you so much, and I'm glad you're having a great day. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It started getting lonely when I started coming in this room. I started elevating my life, and my circle started getting smaller and smaller, and I start seeing people for who they are. But as my circle got smaller, I realized the people that I have around me is amazing and wonderful, and just it's just different. So I definitely get and understand where you're coming from. Have a great day. Hey there, Dr. Travis. Could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
What's happening? Dr. Davis here from the DMV area. My affirmation is I can, I will, I must get it done by any means necessary. My gratitude goes out to Apple and all its amazing products that it enables us to do amazing things in our life. And, well, before I get to the tell or not to tell, Nadir, I was in your same boat when I started educating myself and, going down a different path. When I got back around all of my fraternity brothers and all types of stuff, I just realized we ain't connected no more. They want to chase that twat, and I'm out here talking about business, and it just didn't make sense. So guess what happened there? I created Pure Money Legacy because I couldn't find the people, man. So I created my own community, and I'm just telling you guys that too because you're probably going to come down that same path, and that's the beauty. We got our own group, own family right here. So appreciate you sharing that. Now, to tell or not to tell, I was a little torn in this one because how can I explain this? All the broke people around me used to keep telling me to keep my mouth shut, that you don't share with people the way that you're about to move. And that crippled me. And it wasn't until I started sharing with individuals the thoughts and ideas that was running across my mind, my accomplishments that was happening until things started growing. But I absolutely understand that you don't tell everything. So what do I mean by this is, yes, you should share some things, but not all things. That people, you're in control of this story, but people want to be a part of the story too. That's the times that we're in. So if you sit in a corner and you don't do anything, you don't tell anybody anything, chances are you're probably going to get stuck in your story at some point. And since you're not telling anybody, can't nobody help you. And that's what I was saying was crippling me. I was trying to hold all of this stuff in that I was trying to do because of the scarcities of people telling me that somebody's going to steal my idea. Somebody's going to come rob me. I mean, I've heard it all. And, over 10 years of me doing business, none of those things have ever happened. Now, do I protect myself? Absolutely. We got cameras. If you pull up on me at any day and you think that you going to have an easy win that day, may God be with you. But if I never would have opened my mouth, I swear I wouldn't be here where I'm at today. It's just impossible because the support that was around me was non-existent for where I was trying to go. So there's some things that you got to share. But again, I'm still torn. Do you tell or not to tell? Maybe you tell the beginning of the story. I wouldn't throw receipts and things of that nature out there. Is definitely if you ain't in a place to where you got security that you're watching yourself. I wouldn't throw receipts, but to say I'm on this journey. This is my vision. This is my goal. I'm not going to give you the ins and outs of the business. I'm not going to tell you exactly how the operations is going, but the thought that pops in my head, I'm going to share it because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, if your vision is that big, somebody got to help you. I mean, you're not going to get to this huge ass vision without no help. So if I shut up, it's damn near I'm pretty much telling myself I'm not going to get there because again, I listened to all these people around me who told me to shut up, and they ain't never went nowhere. But the people who went somewhere, all of them said, we told people about it. And nobody ever took the idea. Nobody ever sued them. Nobody ever robbed them. None of them scarcities ever happened. Now, when you make a whole lot of money and you could prove that your idea works, now that's a different story. I mean, yeah, somebody's going to try to rob you and take your ideas and all of that stuff. But starting from scratch, you ain't got no money. You ain't got people supporting you. Ain't nobody following your mission. Don't nobody care about you. So I wouldn't say shut up during those stages. I don't know. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on. I'm going to tell. I'm not going to not tell. I'm going to tell people what I'm doing, and that's my final answer. I'll park my Tesla.
Okay. Thank you. Because I'm like, I'm kind of like in the same situation on like tell or not to tell, and I understand the part about the journey, and then I listen to you, and even when you was telling us in your last 30-day challenge, which is coming up, y'all, and the link is in my Instagram, my bio on Instagram. If y'all want to get into this 30-day challenge, it's coming up like real soon, y'all, March 2nd. But also, like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it's like you go with that battle of what's for you is for you, and can't nobody take it from you. You know what I mean? You Nobody walks the path that you walk, or the journey to get to where you at, and you want to share it. But they do got some vultures out here. I promise you, they have someone that when I post certain things, they go try to go to my contractors that's out here locally. So it's like it's crazy. It's crazy though. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. But I have some amazing things in place, and I just want to tell people. But then it's like I want to keep it to myself too. So it's like a battle within. So I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence, but I guess I could share a little bit of it. I could share a little bit of it. So yes, thank you for that, Dr. Travis. Thank you. Hey, Carla, could you please share where you're calling in from? Your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news.
Good morning. My name is Carla. I'm calling in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My gratitude this morning is for health. My affirmation is I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and I am enough. And if I have good news, I'm going to go ahead and tell it. I, I, I understand that what you guys are saying about it's not good to tell everything, so I'm not going to give all the details, but I am going to share my good news. And that is all that I have.
Hey, if it's your first time here
Yes,
with us,
yes,
we go
yes.
over our
But I
affirmation
say
and
I'm gonna wait
gratitude
till it's
Monday through
signed,
Friday at
sealed,
8:35
and
a.m.
delivered
Eastern
before I
Time
say
on
it.
Clubhouse. You're more than welcome to go to
So yeah, I
travisknows.com and visit us on
definitely get what you're
Clubhouse and
saying,
use
and
your
of course,
voice on the
no,
stage, or
I
you can
and
keep
that's a big
listening to
thing on
wherever
social media
you're
that I had,
listening
like
at right now.
sharing
Just make sure you hit that like
everything,
button,
because I don't
that
feel
share
like
button,
all these
and
people should
invite
have
two other
access to me.
entrepreneurs to come tune in with
But
us
it
once
has
again
helped
Monday
my
through Friday
business
at 8:35
tremendously. I
a.m.
found my
Eastern. Back to the
people.
show.
People can relate to me. People want to know your business. So yeah, I guess it's just layers and levels to it. So I agree with you, Carla. Not everything, but just some of it. But I said I'm gonna wait till it's signed, sealed, and delivered first. All right, thank you, Carla. Hey, April, could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
Oh Lord, this is okay. So good morning, everybody. April from Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm just grateful. We ended today, this morning, the last day of the Fearless Breakup. Yay! Month two of the year, and then gearing up for next month, which is going to be the Fearless Breakthrough. And the registration is already on the site. Also, we're going to have prayer, midweek prayer, every Wednesday. You can register for that too if you want to just come in for prayer. And I'll say what I said last week. The class, of course, there's a fee for the class, but the prayer, that is good, that is free, so you guys can register for that if you want. Everybody needs a midweek pick me up, but my affirmation is I have because I ask, I know because I seek, the door is open to me because I knock. Miracles shall follow miracles, and wonders shall never cease in my life. Man, to tell or not to tell, listen, I'm one of those ones. I had a whole house built and didn't tell anybody until I closed and moved in. That was when I posted it on social media. I mean, I didn't feel the need to really post, but I did for the realtor's sake, right? For just to kind of give a review, on them, and then so that's really the main reason why I even posted. Like, and then people were like, "Man, we didn't even know you were building the house," even with the book. I mean, y'all saw what happened. Wrote a book, and then just told y'all it was available for sale on Amazon. That's how I move. I don't, I think it's just because I've saw my family moves that way. And so I guess the environment that I grew up in, has more to do with it than me personally, adopting that. But also, of course, I have to tie everything back to scripture. Even looking at Jesus and how he moved around, right? He had more disciples than the 12, but the 12 were the closest to him. And then even out of the 12, he had three that would go to the mountain with him sometimes when he prayed, or when he had like really, really things that were dear to his heart to share, that he could not share even with the rest of the 12 that were his people. And then if you look at the people that he had someone that could he had people around him that were able to assist him in ministry. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to, when we're looking at our circles, we need to look at, okay, is this person how is this person able to assist? And it's not all about, them, you getting from them. It's also, how can you help them, right? Because Jesus also helped his disciples. He gave them a lot of things, a lot of lessons and tools and resources to be able to live this life without him once he was gone from this earth. And so you have to leave people, come on, April, leave people better than how you found them. And that's that's what Jesus did. And that's how we have to look at our circles. We got to leave people better than the way that we found them. But it is reciprocal, right? And so, yeah, and I yield my mic.
That's right. Use the Lord. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it is so true. And I think about that too. Even when I'm hiring my team members, so let me put another one. When even with my team members, it's like, everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses. But it's like as I go on, because like some of my workers that's been with me, they've been with me for over 6 years, and not everybody is strong at everything, but some people fit in, and you can help other people. Like, I build my people up to be entrepreneurs if that's what they choose to do. So I get that. I get that. I really, really, really do. And like you said, like, certain people, I love what you said, and that just makes me think about things and really think about things. Even I think about my circle as well. So I appreciate you for that so much, so much. Thank you so much, April. Hey, Crystal, could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
Great morning, everyone. My name is Crystal, calling from Atlanta, Georgia. And my affirmation is I am a wise woman who lives in abundance and money comes to me easily. And I'm grateful for being in rooms with like-minded people, and also, so to tell or not to tell. Now that is a hard one, and like you, I go back and forth on what I should tell and what I shouldn't tell. And you know um so for instance, like I was pregnant last year. I went through the whole pregnancy, and very, very few people knew that I was even pregnant. I didn't even post it, on social media. Um, and so, like, my clients, and if you saw me, then you knew. If you didn't see me, then you didn't know, pretty much. And for me, in that instance, it was great because it was peaceful. And that's exactly how I wanted it, it to be. But like Dr. Travis was saying, we have to use our voice. And how, if we don't use our voice, then how are we going to find those people that we could help or possibly could help us? And so I'm always in the, in the middle. But I wanted to speak to when Nadir had said, he was not having anything in common, with his friends. He noticed he didn't have anything in common. And that is a good place to be, because that shows you the growth that you've come to and the maturity and the transition that you are going through. I think every one of us up on this stage has been through that and will continuously go through that. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Those who are for you are for you. And it's funny that that was mentioned, because yet last night I attended the Blackout Gala put on by Tanisha. And it was amazing. She was honoring some black honorees that are doing things in the community. They're entrepreneurs and business owners. And I was sitting at the table, because I decided I was going to upgrade this year. I said, you know what, God don't play about me, so I'm not going to play about me. So I got the VIP ticket, and one of the ladies at the table with me, she was talking about, like, she was saying, well, all my friends keep saying all I do is talk about business. And I said, you know what, I had an ex-best friend that told me that, and she was just, and it annoyed her. And that's when I realized that we no longer have things in common, because that's who I am. And, you know, um, my circle is upgrading. Like many have said, it gets smaller, but it gets smaller in number, but the growth and the knowledge and everything else increases. And so, yeah, just, you have to, you just have to, um, know who you're talking to, know your audience, and that will help you, I think, decide on, okay, is this something I want to tell them, or is this something that I should keep to myself? And also too, I feel like if you have to keep keeping most of the things that are happening to you, especially if they're good to yourself, then they no longer serve you, and you don't need to be there. You need to find a different person to be around, or like Travis said, build your own community, because you want to share your good news. You need to be able to share your good news. You don't have to be all loud and everything and show receipts or whatever, but you do want people in your circle who are going to encourage you and clap for you. So, my name is Crystal, and I am sitting pretty in my commercial kitchen.
Hey, once again, if it's your first
Yes,
time
I
rocking out with
love
us,
it.
we do
Oh
go over
my
our
goodness, you
affirmations of
dropped the bar right
gratitude
there.
Monday through Friday at
How did you
8:35
say it? You
a.m.
said
Eastern
my circle
Time
getting
Zone.
smaller,
You're more than
but
welcome to
my
join us over on
knowledge and what
Clubhouse,
else you
or you can
said? Your
continue to
knowledge and your
listen at
wisdom is getting
wherever you're tuning
larger.
into.
I think
Back
that's
to the
just
show.
that's wonderful. Like, and that's real. Like, that's amazing. Yeah, I love that. I love that. But yes, okay. So I agree. I agree. So, and that's what even April brought out. Like, it was, even though it was 12, it was still three that was real close. That, so it's like I'm considering and thinking about things a little bit differently, because it's like I found out this good news, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like taking my breath away, y'all. I'm just dramatic too, but it just took my breath away, and I'm like, who can I tell? Of course, I call my mama. But who else can I tell? But yes, yes, yes. So yeah, you're right. You are so, so, so right. Because it felt so good to be in that moment. And you do want to share it with people that you really care about and that care about you. So I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Crystal. All right. Hey, Crystal Wilder. Thank you for your post that you shared with me. I appreciate that so much over the weekend. Also share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and also to tell or not to tell your good news.
Good morning, everybody. I am Crystal Wilder, and I'm calling from the DFW area. And this morning, my affirmation is I am bold, I am confident, and I have no everything that I need is coming to me to help me fulfill the purpose and the calling that God put on my life. That's my affirmation. And I am grateful for growth. I'm grateful for growth. And Talisha, this is a really, 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 really good topic. So for me, um, I'm still learning how to navigate with the tell and not to tell for a lot of different reasons. But what I'm learning is I am learning to only share. I pick and choose what I share. I'm being more intentional. So when I do share something, I'm thinking about why I'm sharing it, what it is that what outcome am I looking for, and then there are some things that I do that sharing it, especially on a social media platform, is not necessarily where it's at. So that helps me be more intentional about the things that I am sharing. And then, even with the things that I do share, I am learning. Some things I share, most things I share when it's done at this point. And it's more personal because I want to be consistent and I want to make sure that I'm showing up for myself. So, example, and this is some good news that I'm going to share with y'all. So, my book, Unveiling You, A Journey to Self Love. So, of course, we released it and we had the book launch on Valentine's Day. But my Spanish version of the book launch this weekend. So it's now available on Amazon as well. And I'm so excited to have an English and a Spanish version of that book. That's a personal thing to me. And so I'm just so excited about doing that. So I haven't put that out there yet, but that's an example of how I'm learning to show up for myself. Um, in the way that I need to, and then I send it out. And regardless to who celebrates that, I'm celebrating and I'm so excited about my accomplishment. The other thing that I'm learning, Talisha, is I'm paying attention to the response. So I'm a person that I can be super excited. And I would be like April when you built your house and didn't tell anybody, when you would have posted it, instead of me saying why you didn't tell me, I'm excited like I just built a house and like it's mine too. So I pay attention. Do you celebrate me like I celebrate you? Do you support me like I support you? And I understand that I'm learning to understand that everybody could potentially be going through something that does not allow them to show up or reciprocate necessarily the way that I do all the time. But I do pay attention and I'm learning to pull back when I need to or as I need to. So I do pay attention to that and it helps me navigate what I do share. Now, Dr. Travis, you said a lot of stuff, and regardless to what you say, I know my outcome is all up to me, but you are a designated mentor for me, whether you know it or not. So I gotta ask, when you say that there are things like you do share, I'm trying to figure out or navigate because I had a situation that burned me. I under the premise of collabing. I collab with someone, and I know that the things that God showed me are is bigger than me, and I have to collaborate and I cannot do this by myself. But this person got really close to me and collab with me, and a lot of things that was never even on their radar because they were collabing with me, I shared because I know I need help. Well, the person took the information, still was under the pretense of collabing with me, but used those ideas and started pivoting without my knowledge to do things that I never would have known had somehow. And I say that was God, but I say somehow because I literally got a phone call from another state asking me, isn't this a person that you're actually doing business with? And I'm like, yes. And then they told me something that they found out from a person that I never even met before. So that's why I say that was God. But that makes me leery, and I need to understand, or if you could, when you close out the room, can you elaborate a little bit more on when we share, how do we choose to share, or how to do that more wisely? Because, and I know I got to pray, and I know I got to seek God, April, I know I got to do that. um, and I still want to use wisdom because I know I can't do this by myself. Um, and I know I need to maybe learn how much to share when I share. But could you please speak to that when you do the closeout? And that's all I got.
For sure. I'll just get it out of the way now since it's fresh because I may forget. But I agree with you 1,000%. It's tragic that that happened. I'll actually give you guys a whole example. I mean, y'all know Jason White. You know, he came and stole all my information. And how I told him that we was going to run this thing and work together and spread the mission of government contracting. And I look up and his ass just ran with it. So I say that because you still can't allow that to be a fear. You know, these things are gonna happen. Bad people. It's just it's hard to put this firewall up of bad people when they got a gift of the tongue too. I keep trying to tell you, the voice is the most powerful thing, and if somebody can use their voice, evil people can use it and get things, and good people can use it and get things because the principles of using your voice works for anybody. So, with that said, as you stated, if you just keep being a good person and you know your vision and your mission, it's gonna come back. Like how you said, the individual that you know they're trying to work with, understand. Well, wait a minute. I thought you was over here with somebody else. All they doing is tarnishing their name. So I would just say talk louder, you know. But we do have to be mindful of the stuff that we say. And honestly, can't no coach teach you this? Like you just got to do it. You're going to have heartache that comes, and you're going to have good things that come. When bad things happen, this is why you document stuff and you pay attention and go, okay, well, I can't do that no more. I should not say those words to this type of people anymore. But the more you keep talking, you're going to eliminate the bad people. You're going to bring on some good people. And then the bad people are going to keep trying to attack you. But that's growth. Like, this is the purpose of this. Like, this is how you become a better person. Every time you get attacked, you learn how to get stronger. It's just the man upstairs saying, hey, are you willing to go through this valley? I talked to y'all about this valley before. Are you willing to walk through the valley? Because when you walk through a valley, you get beat up. And this is just part of it. Can you take this whooping? If you can get through it, well, you got everything that you need. You're going to be able to put contracts around yourself so this never happens again. You're going to know what words to post on your social media account so it never happens again. And I'll give y'all this last example. Pure Money, for instance. I don't know if y'all know this. When I first got on Clubhouse, I sat on Clubhouse and listened to people tell their business journeys, and I would just go buy all of their domains. I probably got 100 people's domains that if they ever wanted, they got to come buy it from me because somebody did it to me. Well, let's reverse. I've been telling everybody cheat and copy. Well, Pure Money is trademarked by this white lady in California with her law team and her legal team, whether y'all know it or not. All the fairs tell me, well, Travis, you should have trademarked Pure Money. You can't talk about Pure Money when people got things trademarked. I looked at the trademark and I don't give a damn. I'm still going to talk Pure Money. I'm still going to sell Pure Money. And if they want to go to court and go through this battle, I'm ready for it. But those are fear factors that I try to explain to y'all, these lawyers and stuff, all this trademark. Like, you got to make a lot of money before people try to go to court. And I'm almost for certain she don't have enough money to take me to court because I'm ready for the battle. and I will drain some pockets because my pockets is that deep. So I just tell y'all this because, again, don't be scared to use your voice. There will be trouble that comes. I'm letting you know that right now. Who cares? That's how we get stronger. And the other beauty, you got me on your side. I I'll go post about anybody, talk about anybody at any time because I don't give a damn. My voice is stronger than anybody's voice that wants to compete with me. That's how I believe, that's how I walk, that's how I talk, and I stand on that. And y'all with me, so we good over here. And hopefully that answered you, Crystal.
Who over there standing on business?
Yes, you answered me, Dr. Travis. Thank you so much. And I hope it helped everybody else too. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it. I love it. It helped. Yes, most definitely. Because even when I was talking, I started my independent living with someone. And I tell you, I went to Miami and she stole all my people out of both of my houses. She quit the business with me. She was like, I'll buy a text message. I don't want to do this business no more. Then she went in and stole all the people while I was in Miami. But of course, I can laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny when I was going through it. But I learned some things, and now I have people that want to learn how to start and run and do their own independent living, and I can offer that as a consulting service because I built it up and I could do it again, and I did it again. So, and yes, and you know what? I think about a lot of all of us that's here in this room right now. We have a realness about us. We are genuine people and we have a light about us. And people are attracted to that. And the good people and the bad people. But you know what? How you gonna be able to decipher it? Over time, because the real people is gonna, I mean, the people that's not real, it's gonna vex them when you're shining, when you're being real, when you're walking in your power. That's gonna vex them. It's gonna bother them. It's not gonna sit well with them. And sooner or later they're gonna reveal themselves to you. So I realized that. I just realized that over time people are gonna show you who they are. And what's for you is for you. And we got Dr. Travis because he over there standing on business. But yes, 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 Crystal. I thank you so much for shining light on that, and even you bringing that up, showing me the growth that I have in me. Because at one point in time, I couldn't even talk about it, but I laugh at it now. But so thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey there, Carter. Could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carter. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. And my gratitude for the day is just being in this community once again and waking up. My affirmation for the day is my strength is not just physical, but also mental and emotional. And as far as to tell or not to tell, it really depends on just the individuals. And like, I like to read the room. So it really depends if it's beneficial or if it's not beneficial to tell or not to tell. And also, everything everyone has said today has been very, very, very nice. And I just want to say thank you again for being in this room. And that's it. Hope y'all have a good day.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. And then the thing about it is too, like you say, you read the room, but you can know where to put yourself and to be in a certain room, in the right rooms, to be able to talk your business and talk about what you're doing. So I like that. I like that. Thank you so much, Carter, for sharing and coming on stage and patiently waiting. I appreciate you. I appreciate to hear your voice each and every morning. Hey there, Coach Marlene. Could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and tell or not to tell your good news?
Good morning, everybody. Coach Brian Paul here, calling from sunny South Florida. And my affirmation is time to embrace a change. I am moving forward in purpose and getting rid of all distractions and remaining focused. And I'm prepared for the harvest. And I am grateful for rest. I was able to get a lot of rest today and spend time with family. And my nephew just turned 1, so we had a birthday party, and we did all the different. My son got tired, but it was able good to do that and meet family this weekend, and then have some time just to rest afterwards. Self care. I'm just making sure I put that in my calendar, and spending time with family on my calendar, because I just that's the only time I have with them, and I just try to be purposeful with that and with them. Yeah, and this topic is really great. For me, I I am very, I do tell my wins, but I tell them purposefully and to all the degrees, and I try to document some of my journey, because I know there is benefit in failure and in wins. So sharing both side of it um, is very important. And I know I'm very cautious about my circle around me. So I have my inner circles and people around me, and I know which circle to be able to talk about certain things, because when I started this business journey, my friends who we went to college with and we pray with, and they're not in business. Those who are not business minded did not understand why I would quit my job and go into this journey of entrepreneurship. I still love them. It's just that we have a different mindset. And I just say I will show you better than I tell you. So when I have wins in that business arena, I would go and share with those who I know that have that same mindset, who will celebrate me, and have who knows that hard work and that night sleepless, and and just get out praise out with them. And then after that, later when things are smooth, I share it with whoever else I need to share it, if I need to do a press release or whatever, if it's needed for that for my company, because I know that I have people are watching you, and sometimes the people who you want to do business with, they're watching you too. When they see those wins, this is why I have the contract with the chamber, is because they've been watching me for a year, seeing my consistency, seeing my growth, and sharing my journey was very valuable. So you have to share it for the people who you're supposed to work with, to see it. And I am not worried about people stealing my ideas, because I know what's meant for me is meant for me. The people that I can reach, no one else can reach, and the people that they can reach, no one else can reach. And there's billions and billions of people in this world. I am not competing for the same pool of people. So I just know that I'm going to continue to do that. If you want to steal idea, go ahead. The same God that gave me the idea can give me 1,000,001 ideas more. So I am not worried about people stealing stuff. So if I share my wins, share my journey, say, hey, this is how I do it, I am not worried, because what's for me is for me. I am sowing good seed, and I'm going to reap the harvest. So I'm not worried about telling my good news to people. And I'm done.
Oh, shucks, that was some good stuff right there. So I was thinking too, as you saying, you was like so many things you said. I was just things going off in my head, even when you said the mention about, it's like basically I'm summarizing. You said it's good and bad with the wins and the fails. Like it's always something you could take from it. And I remember I was bucked up to go on this contract to get this contract, and I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I was moving a little slow. Like, yeah, I got to work on that part. And was a couple of minutes late, and they clocked me out, and I was prepared. But also, the next time around, the lesson in that is to be on time. But I missed out on I missed out on opportunity by not going to pick up a check before. And so it's like it's lessons in all of this, because I guarantee you, if someone tell me they got a check ready for me, I'm dropping whatever I'm doing and going to get that check. And so it's just lessons, like you said, it's lessons in everything. So I love how you said that. It was just so many things that you said, and oh yeah, thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Coach Marlene. Yeah, you right about a lot of things that you said. Thank you for using your voice and coming on stage and sharing with us. All right. Okay. Hey, Deandra. Could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude? Long time to see you on these stages. Your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news.
You so silly. Good morning, everyone. My name is Deidra D. I'm calling in from the DMV area, Virginia. Um, and I wasn't gonna come up on the stage, but it's my issue is with
trusting folks telling my business too. Um, I've gotten burned a lot, and I just don't trust people, and it's hard. But I missed you all, and I've been tuning in, listening, and I'm going to be. I have to be consistent for myself, and that's all I have. Love you all, miss you all, and I'm back.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's all it is. Just keep showing up for yourself. You keep on coming in here so you could be poured into and you could pour into others and you can help others because we need you, girl. We need you back in here.
You know, it's sad when you can't tell someone when you. I got married, everybody. Just to let everybody know. Um, and it's been so. By my husband being younger, I was scared to tell anybody. And yes, I was judged, but who the damn cares? I love him. He loved me, and that's what's that's what I'm doing.
That's right. And ain't nobody business because ain't nothing wrong with a Juve. Okay, y'all. I'm from New Orleans. Well, from Baton Rouge. So. But oh my goodness, cause I got me a young one too, cause oh girl, but yes, ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that, and don't be ashamed of it, cause I'm sure not. I just don't like people in my business. But yeah, go ahead, girl, and congratulations again. Of course, I knew y'all, but congratulations again. Hey there, Larry. Could you please share where you're calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and to tell or not to tell your good news?
Morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Larry calling from Hampton, Virginia, by way of New Orleans. My affirmation goes out to being uncomfortable. So I trust in my ability to grow through discomfort, knowing that it leads to greater achievements. And my gratitude goes out to reflection. Um, I look at myself in the mirror and I look at the things that's around me. And like this weekend, I had some. I had to look in the mirror and I had to look at myself and ask myself uh, some questions about my circle. Like my circle, I don't have enough positive leaders. I don't have enough people in my circle to where I can grow the way I need to grow because without this room, I swear, like everybody else, with the exception of maybe one person that I know personally, that's actually a business owner. Nobody else in my circle is trying to do better. They content at the things that they have, and when I come around, I speak some things about growth. They're not trying to hear that, and I come to this community, and this community is all about growth, and I really appreciate it. So for me, what I tell, yeah, I would definitely tell, right? Because being silent ain't gonna get you, where you need to be. Uh, so any good news that I may have, I'm just gonna go ahead on and tell it. You got people that will use you um, with the information that you give. Like you might give little, you might not give none. You know what I'm saying? But people will still, you know, come at you some type of way behind the things that you say because some people out here just miserable. Some people just miserable, and with you coming around and you trying to better yourself and you trying to do some great things and you trying to tell other people about it so they could open up their mind and do great things and they don't want to. So right now I'm in the process of reevaluating my circle because I know I need to kick a lot of people out of it. And I embrace this one because this one is very, very great and uplifting. And Nadir said something earlier to where it's like he was with that group of people and he just couldn't relate. That's where I'm at. I'm in a spot to where I can relate to these people that I'm around, and being around enough of them, they drain it. They can drain you. They can take away uh your ability to grow, and I got to kick them out. Like I know where I want to be. I know where I'm going, and they're not for me to the point to where I'm gonna get to where I need to be. This room is going to get me there. So uh that's all I had to say. I yield my mic, and everybody
Hey,
have
if
a
it's your
great day.
first time listening to us, we go over our affirmations and
Yes,
gratitude
and you
Monday through
keep showing
Friday
up
at
for yourself.
8:35
Keep
a.m. Eastern
showing up for
Time Zone
yourself
over on
and
Clubhouse.
realize that we
You're
got
more
your
than welcome
back.
to join
We
us
got your
over on
back.
Clubhouse and
We part
utilize
of
your
your
voice,
tribe.
or you can
Like
stay
Dr. Travis
exactly
said,
where
if you
you're
don't
tuning
want to
in
go
from and
build you a
listen. Just
tribe,
make
go
sure you
find you
invite
a tribe
somebody
and
else
you
to the
part
show.
of this.
Now let's get back to it.
And I see the change. I see the growth in you. And just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Your people is right here, And then as you keep growing, I'm this community, like, yeah, I talk on the phone with people. I text people, and these people are all from just within this community, but they're from everywhere. I'm all the way down here in Louisiana. I know people everywhere: California, Baltimore, Carolinas, man. Everywhere. It's just, man, just from coming in here using my voice and talking. And I think that, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, they have some authentic, genuine, light, loving people up in this space. And we are all trying to empower and grow, and we speak in the same language. This is your people right here. Keep coming on in. Keep coming on in. You're going to keep making connections, and you're going to realize you got some people that got your back. All right, all right. Hey, Robert, could you please share what you are calling in from, your gratitude, your affirmation, and do you tell or not to tell your good news?
Great morning. This is Robert, and I'm checking in from Jacksonville, Florida. This morning, my gratitude goes out to my wife. My affirmation is this year I'm working like no one else, so next year I can work like no one else. And to tell and not to tell, for sure, I'm going to be snitching. Uh, I will tell. My circle is very small. Anybody that comes around me, I got to share information so I can get them going because my long term goal is to use my circle to get more and more jobs. This is Robert, and I'm done.
Yes, yes, yes. You always dropping them bars. I don't care. He's straight and direct and just drop them bars right fast. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. And tell the missus I said, hey. All right. We're about to close out the room. If no one else want to come on stage, I love it. I love it. I love it. Robert, is there anything you would like to add before we close out?
Yes, to have a safe and productive week.
All right. All right. Carter, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Everyone have an amazing day.
Yes. Larry, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Everybody tell somebody you love them. Y'all have a great day. I love you all.
Yes. Deidra, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
No, I just love you all, miss you all, and have a beautiful day.
Crystal, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room? Cupcake Crystal.
Okay. Um, just like Travis says, make sure you FU means follow up. And everyone, like I say, just twirl on these bitches.
Yes. Coach Marlene, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your week.
Yes. Crystal Wilder, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Yes, Crystal, I'm over here writing down twirl on these bitches for my little sticky note. I'm gonna put it on my computer. And and Talisha, thank you so much for this topic today. And everybody have an amazing rest of your day.
Yes, my book should be arriving today, I think. I think it's coming in today. I'm so excited, Crystal. April, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Yeah, this was an amazing topic, Talisha. Very good discussion. Just remember, everybody, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Have a great Monday. Oh, before I forget, before I forget, I am will be in class this week, so I will need someone to run my room again this week, this Thursday. So I will. This is probably the only time or day I'll be able to be on this week because of that. But y'all have a great week.
All right, we got you, and I can't wait to hear your voice again. I guess I'm gonna be seeing you later on this week, huh?
Next week, the fifth breakthrough next week, Monday. I'll put the link in the chat.
Okay. Yes, please do. Hey, Carla, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Thank you for this room today, Talisha. It was a good topic. Everybody do at least one thing today to make yourself better and have a great day.
Yes, Nadir, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out the room?
Yeah, Talisha, I just want to thank you for your spirit. It really, I'm sure uplifted a lot of people on this Monday morning as we start our week. The giggles, the laughs, it meant a lot. You can not only come to this community for business savviness, but you can come here and your spirit could get lifted by April. You bring out the joy in people with your spirit, Talisha. Travis, I mean, you the man. You the man. And I appreciate you for giving me the trust and the faith of handling the clubhouse last Friday. I appreciate everybody's support. Keep showing up for me, and I'm gonna show up for y'all.
Yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Thank you, Nadir, for being a part of this community and stepping up. I'm so grateful, and I see you growing. I see you moving out here. You doing some things. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so we about to. I'm about to hit before I hit it over to Travis. Oh, we got some people, huh? Renee, Angelica. Hold up. Oh, Mr. Brown. Farah, Richard, Freddie, Layton, Nasa, Karifa, D, Lawrence, LaDonna, Renee, Amber, Prentice, Robert, Carter, Larry, Deandra, Krista, Paula, Travis, myself, and Nadir. I want to let y'all know I love y'all. And y'all have an amazing day. Don't stop. Get it. I mean, use your voice. That's all I really have for y'all. Dr. Travis, close this thing out.
I appreciate you there, Talisha. This is definitely a great room. Thank you, everybody who utilized your voice and came to the stage, as well as those of you who were listening and tuning in. We do appreciate you guys as well. Hopefully, one day we could hear your voice soon. Nadir, got to give you a shout out for last week, man. I got nothing but great praises for the room that you ran, and I want to thank everybody in the community for showing up for Nadir. For his first time, all I did was send him a video and say, "Hey, this is how to do it," and he jumped on it and took it away. So, kudos to you, my brother. I see we may need you to come back in here this Thursday as well. So, hopefully we can get that rolling. I got another thing, man. Crystal, if I ever have a daughter, I am going to use that saying right there, twirl on these bitches. I like that one right there. I had to make a note of that one. But what I wanted to tell you guys too is whether you know it or not, you told everybody today. We streaming all over the place today. So you've been telling on yourself today. For those of you who may be on the fence, whether you should tell or not, well, you already started the process of telling people all around the world your business because we are streaming everywhere. So that means that you can tell. But the last thing that I'll say, guys, is be mindful of what you're telling, right? Like, you don't have to tell things that could potentially hurt you. You guys have never heard anything about my family life. I don't express that type of stuff on the internet. I don't tell you guys about any relationship stuff that I got going on because again, these could potentially be things that could come back to harm me in a mental capacity, not physical, but mental. I don't want to hear people talk about it. So that is what I'm just minding, being telling you guys to be mindful of. You got control of what's being said out there. And some things that come out of your mouth is going to upset individuals. Some things aren't. On my 30-day challenge, I tell people, someone asked me about the category kings and whatnot, and I believe we were talking about, and I forget that white guy's name, Caucasian guy's name, that does finances or whatnot. And they said, well, if they're the category king, how do you interrupt them? I said, well, say their name out loud. Tell the world that you don't like what they do and put their name in it. Because we're in a time right now, that people want to hear the controversy or whatnot. But all I'm telling you is if you can start that out, saying it out loud, all of a sudden you'll capture a whole community that also feels the exact same way, that they don't like the way that they operate, but they never heard anybody else say anything. So I'm just telling y'all that stuff because, again, you got control of the narrative. You get to say the things that you want people to hear. And some people are going to take the words that come out of your mouth and tell a whole different story. That's fine. We don't care. But what we're not going to do is allow them to block our blessings from the people who do get what we're trying to say. Because we don't need the world to be on our side. And I think that's the other issue that we face when we have this dilemma right here, to tell or not to tell. We want to be Superman. We want the whole world, the entire world. Every time we post, we want every follower to believe the way that we believe. We want every follower to like and appreciate everything that we do. And I'm telling you, that's impossible. I watched Obama get tortured by half of the United States, if not more. I watched Trump get destroyed by half of the United States, if not more. And guess what? Obama looks pretty damn happy. And I just watched Trump drop some new shoes, and he's pretty damn happy. So what I'm trying to tell you is if they can get over it, because listen, I don't know if I could have got over it as a President Obama with people drawing monkeys and calling me all types of names out. Like, he got over it, though. That's what I learned from watching him. Nobody's words interrupted his mission. As long as they didn't put a finger on him, which good luck if they did, he didn't care. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It ain't nothing out here in this world that somebody can do to you unless they touch you, but their words can't harm you. Them trying to take some of your intellectual property, that can't harm you because it's your intellectual property. They still don't know what to do with it when they get it because you are you. You know how many people took Obama's information and tried to run their own play? It just don't work because your voice is your voice. That's what the man upstairs gave you. He gave you a mind for you to think on your own and execute on your own. And you using the words out of your mouth is just a process of your execution. And I'm trying to tell you, don't let broke people put fear in your mind on what you need to grow. And all of them hurdles is just going to make you a stronger person. I promise you, it will make you a stronger person. You're going to cry. I'm going to let you know that right now. You're going to say something out of your mouth. You're going to do something to try to help people. And harm is going to come your way that make you cry. But every tear just make you stronger. I'm trying to tell you, be ready to cry. wipe the tears away, get back up, and get out there and twirl on them bitches. That's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day out here. Go make it happen. It's just 1% better each and every day. That's all we care about. 1% better. That's how you get stronger. You don't get stronger by waking up saying, I'm going to be 100% better today. That's impossible. But every day, if you're on a mission to get 1% better, you're guaranteed to be stronger every day that you wake up. So make that happen today. I love y'all. I'll talk with you later. Could somebody please close out the room for us?